Forge onward.
A very basic tutorial.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Because I have a bunch of friends who are trying to play the game, or well, at least were trying to about a week ago, and they need a little help because I suck at doing in-game teaching / coaching because I had not experience with it, and yeah, I would love to play some with them. So that's what this is for. So let's just go ahead right away. Level 3, right? Let's just come in.
I bring
So,
justice.
first of all, lane, right? You're gonna have an opponent here. You're not gonna want to fight them the whole time, right? Now, your main goal is to last hit these minions
to protect our
without
land.
dying, preferably to your lane partner, and you're going to want to bully them, right? So, very basic. These guys, important. Very important. Last hitting them gives you gold. Not last hitting them does not give you gold. Okay, you need to get the last hit.
Strength of
I believe there is
Demacia.
a setting from what I've watched from my friends play that is automatically on that shows you how much health is like at the threshold in which you can auto attack where the minion will die for you to get the last hit. Now next thing, since we're approaching it here, the turrets. So the big thing with turrets is this range will not show up in the match, but you will kind of get a feeling for where it is once you've played enough.
Keep faith
If you
in
walk
yourself.
into turret range, here, I'll just do it, it will start to attack you. That's one of the big things I don't see my friends grasping. Well, not necessarily that, more so attacking
Vile
an enemy
scourge.
champion within this tower range will cause the tower to redirect to you. Another thing. I think that's mostly it, really. Abilities
king's
and
name.
items, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So, the gold that you're getting here is important for building your items, kind of duh. So, the more these guys you kill, the faster you can get your items. Now, for new players, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just go and recommended tab, build whatever the game wants you to. It's not always going to be the best, right? But it's better than nothing. Yeah, honestly, any of these would be fine for, like, if you're actually playing Garen, you go tanky. Just, you know, go with whatever it's recommending. It's gonna be okay, bare minimum, right? And then another thing, because I actually had to tell one of my friends this, you don't have to go straight for the full item. When you're looking at this page, you can left-click on the item to see the build path here, right? You can hover to see the stats of the components, or what these little things are called, building into the main item. Building these does not subtract from the value of the... Well, it does subtract from the value of the item, actually. See, if I buy this, it'll lower the cost by 350. These combined stats plus some is what makes up this item. It is okay to buy these items. I know it does not seem like much, but this is a big thing. Also, just right-clicking, like, okay, so if I undo the purchase, I have money now. So if you just right-click the item, it will, you know, it'll buy the components for you. So that's another one of the big things that I see personally. Another thing, I don't play
needs
WASD,
hope.
so I mean these are going to be different. But your abilities, very important. When you can, try and keep them up. You can use them to clear the wave. I guess Garen was a bad choice here. But most champions have mana, right? So you have a limit to how many spells you can cast before you run out of mana, and you can't cast any more spells. Garen is a manaless champion, so you don't not have to worry about that, which is good.
I stand ready.
Another thing that I personally recommend that you will see pretty much everyone else recommend to new players, find a pool of champions, like test out a bunch, see who you like, pick out like
Our
3
deeds shape
max,
the future.
and just play those 3 champions, maybe 5. Let's say 3 to 5. Just play those 3 to 5 champions when you start the game. Also, quick tip. You're going to want to, at the beginning of every game, you want to go to chat and /mute all.
We fight for those
Every
who
game.
cannot.
Unless you just have the chat turned off in your settings, which I believe you can also do. So, yes. So, killing is not everything. You don't have to chase down kills.
I will not.
Oh yeah, another one.
I will
So,
fight as long as I stand.
Harris, this is targeted you. When you are behind in a lane, you could be getting steamrolled, let's say. So if we're going top right, let's say in this situation, let's turn the towers off for a quick second. So let's just say you are
Be bold.
like,
Be just.
so right now I'm level 7. Let's say your opponent's level 9 and they have a full item and you're sitting here with nothing, right? You've died to them 3 to 4 times. You do not want to keep running
must
up
never
to the
waver.
wave and attacking the wave or them, right? If you can, use ranged abilities to farm the wave from a distance out of the enemy's range. That is another thing that'll take time. There's well over 100 champions. Over time, you will learn the max range of their spells and roughly their cooldowns, and you'll know windows when to attack. But for the time being, just focus on the lane and preferably not dying. If you can't go for a kill, perfect. Just early game here, worry about farming and not dying. Those are the big things I'd recommend. Once again, if you can, by all means, just fuck around, have some fun. I also highly recommend, because I'm an idiot and I took my friends into real matches immediately with a separate account, duh. I would recommend doing co-op versus AI matches first, because easier opponents, right? They're not going to be as aggressive, they're not going to be as mean as an actual human player. And B, it still allows them to get experience going against certain champions.
Forget why we fight.
Because once again, a lot of this is experience, right? You're not going to be able to play the game perfectly when you first pick it up. Oh, yeah, another thing. Once you figure out what champions you like, highly, highly, highly recommend looking at guide videos for those champions. Or even better, honestly, for example, if you like playing Vel'Koz, go watch Azap play Vel'Koz. You're not going to understand everything, and his plays are going to be much better than what you're going to see at a beginning level, but you're at least going to see how the champion functions, right? You're going to be able to see how the champion functions, you're going to be able to learn what the champion does, and that'll help you figure that
Forge
out.
onward!
Let me think. I went over minions. I didn't really go over objectives much, right? So, how you win this game? Once again, not kills. Kills help. Kills help tremendously. You blow this up, right? And to get to this point, you need to take objectives. So objectives are turrets. These inhibitors. What'll be Void Grubs, Rift Herald, and Baron in this top pit, and the Elemental Drakes and Elder Dragon in this bottom pit. On your map, if you hold tab up here, you can see when they spawn. Void Grubs are currently spawned in. Rift Herald spawns in 5 minutes, and the Chemtech Drake is currently spawned in. If you are playing bot lane, jungle, or mid lane, whenever this dragon is up, you're going to want to try to fight for priority. Once again, do not worry about this. Also, I do not recommend playing jungle to start. You will get harassed by your team. But, you know, Dragons, they're great. If you can, try and get them. If you are falling behind, this is not something I expect a lot of new players to, notice. But like because the game sense just isn't quite there yet, right? But if your bot lane here is falling way behind, and you can take notice of that, do not do this. Do not do this. It's usually not going to work out. Another thing, avoid diving turrets until you know what you're doing. Because a lot of times you'll either overestimate your own champion or underestimate their champion, and you end up dying, and it looks like you're intentionally losing the game. Which a lot of new players do by accident, not on purpose. And it can lead to bans. It's not great. Yeah. So went over turrets, went over what to do, not to do with turrets, kind of, don't attack. Yeah. Basically, when you're starting out, you're going to want to play a lot more safe. By all means, be aggressive if you see the opportunity. I do not recommend playing League on jungle. Top lane
justice.
could be okay. Top lane could be
Your
okay.
team has destroyed a turret.
If you are learning with a duo, right? This might not be the best thing in the world because, well, no, it could work. So if you're playing with a higher tier duo, right? Go into Co-op versus AI, have them play an Enchanter support. What am I even talking about? I'm stupid. It's kind of a yap session at this point. Figure out what champs you like to play, and then figure out what roles they belong in, and then just learn on that role in co-op versus AI first. Actually, let's do an example game.
Your team has
real quick.
destroyed a turret.
To
I can't do that 'cause
protect
I'm
our
so-
land.
It's fine. It's fine. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. If there's any experienced players that end up actually watching this and seeing how much of an idiot I am, go ahead and drop your advice in the comments for the newer players, because I'm currently peaking at like Silver 2, I believe.
For
I also don't play
Demacia.
ranked much. I can definitely hit gold. I'd say I'm, let's just put it there, I'm a gold player, right? Let's just say I'm a gold player. I'm not gonna have the greatest teaching.
Your team has
or,
destroyed a turret.
perfect game sense or anything. So yeah, any like challenger players, high level players, not even challenger, like honestly, anyone that can give good advice to newer players, if you could put that advice in the comments, that'd be great.
Your team
If you
has
found this
destroyed a
helpful,
turret.
like, maybe subscribe. I know I don't upload very often. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting back into League content creation. Mostly probably for Arena, but we'll have to see. We'll see. I'll see where it goes. Alright, well then, thank you for watching. This may have been a bit boring, and I'm sorry about that, but have a great rest of your days.